live for today. I have a co-host right here. Not too happy about being a co-host. She'd rather run around and have a party. But I have a co-host right here. Let me give a little tweak to this one because it seems to be just a tad off. That's a little bit better. We want everything that we're trying to get in this frame in the frame. There we go. Get it in the frame. Check the frame. No. Stay. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Processing. Good girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to wait on some folks to come in so I can give up the goods. I got some questions for you guys today on this day. Yeah, boy. Whew. Tell you this last week, it's been wild. Don't move. Don't move. Just stay where you at. Now, movement is good, and moving is good because you get the bigger and better things. I mean, just last week, we had a lot of noise behind us from the landscapers. Lots of things going on. Seems like we've settled a little bit here. And let me settle my co-host. Y'all see that? That's the power of a down. So, we're going to get started with the show. Let's see what's going on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? It's a lot of people trying to get invited. We're not inviting right now because we got work to do. And when we invite people, unless you're in the studio with us, it kind of takes away from what's going on because they'll derail your motion. Everybody got something to say, but we got to give the people. We got to give it to the people. Good morning, Stephanie. How you doing? Yay, yay. It's Master Christian. Yes, ma'am. What's happening? So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and kick this off because this is what we do every day. We come, we do a show, and we try to help you feel better about life, about your life with your family, your animals, yourself, whatever's going on. So welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. This is Controlled, episode 79. I am Master Christian. This is your co-host, Susie Spaniel. This show is presented by Master Christian LLC. The topic today, do you know what the topic today is? The topic today is introductions. Introductions are not just saying hello. That's what we're talking about. And before we start the show, I'm going to do an introduction because I have some people that I've known for a long time, some friends, lifelong friends. I call them family. I'm going to shout them out for you because that's what it is. What are they? They're from Toledo, Ohio. We made it out the mud. We here in Georgia. I'm going to shout out Divas and Diamonds. Yes, Sunshine the Diva and Tony T. Shout y'all out. They happen to introduce me to some good people out here. The Preach Entertainment, I was able to help them on their movie screening. They got a movie that's out that you need to watch. It's called Better Call Pops. It's on Tubi. Preach Entertainment. Better Call Pops. Yo, you're going to love it. Check it out. Shout out to them. Shout out to Preach Entertainment. Shout out to Divas and Diamonds. Yo, love y'all. Stay up. Now we're going to move on to the show. Introductions are not just saying hello. Every introduction creates an expectation before experience begins. Whether you're introducing yourself, a person, an idea, or an animal, the beginning often determines the outcome. Yeah, you know, if it's a poor introduction, if we don't like each other off the rip, the outcome's not going to be good. It's possible to change, but yo, good introductions, yo. We want to meet people and be happy about meeting people. You want to tell me good things about people. Because when you tell me bad things about people, then when I meet the people, I already got a poor mindset, a negative idea about them, and that's not how it works. Sometimes that is how it works. People focus on what happens after an introduction, but successful relationships are often decided during the introduction itself. Animals naturally understand this by reading body language before acting. Yeah, body language is everything, not just anything. How your body, how you perform out here. How if you stand up straight, eyes, eye contact, you want to see that sclera, smiling, not staring. Hey, body language does a lot. If you tense, who wants to meet somebody that's all tense? You got to be relaxed and flow with it if that's what you're doing. Poor introductions lead to poor situations. That you can't get attention on a poor introduction. Right, Susie Spaniel? When you introduce the animals to each other, you must use equipment. I have a customer I have to see today. They're getting a dog from the shelter. They found a beautiful 1-year-old golden retriever. And they have a dog that they've been having, but the dog, they don't kind of like each other. The dog that's been there, they tried to introduce them without using a leash. And that always turns out bad because you're letting the dogs control the whole situation, and you need to be in control of the situation because the dogs don't know each other. And you're just putting them two males. You're letting them try to get to know each other in your house with your kids and everything. And yeah, it was some biting, some barking, it was a lot of extra stuff going on, but I'm gonna go there and help them and show them how to stay in control of what they can control and introduce the dogs a little bit better. Give the dogs a chance to be around each other before they're on top of each other, if you understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Anyway, today you'll learn how thoughtful introductions reduce conflict, trust builds trust, and creates better opportunities. Yeah, when I get introduced to somebody that may be my boss or maybe my employer or something, if it's a poor introduction, if when we meet it's bad, it's not a good situation. Vibrations, we gotta have good vibes, we gotta have high energy, we gotta be able to work together. Working together is important. What introduction changed the direction of your life? Some people got introduced to clowns early, and the clown scared them. And as an adult, they're still scared of clowns. That's it's a bad thing. I done seen people, like Diddy. Oh, no Diddy. I done seen people see a clown and break out running. Ellen shouldn't have did that to him, but it was sure funny. Anyway, every introduction creates expectations. The moment someone meets you, hears your idea, or experiences your businesses, they begin building expectation. Those expectations influence how they interpret everything that follows. That is why first moments deserve preparation instead of improvisation. Yeah, preparation instead of improvisation. That's what your first moments deserve. If you want different results, start by improving the way you introduce yourself and your message instead of hoping people eventually understand. And you want people to don't get your message and know what you're talking about from the beginning. But it's how you bring that to the table. What you doing, Susie Spaniel? Are you tired of being the co-host already? Because I can let you free if you want to go. Do you want to? Do you want to? Come on, let's go. Give me 1 second to let the co-host go to the powder room, I guess, or wherever she wants to go. Think about a job interview. Two people may have the same qualifications, but the one who introduces themselves with confidence, respect, and preparation usually leaves the stronger impression. And that's what it's about. Leaving a strong, lasting impression on the people you meet. Positive impression. We got to add that. Because if you leave a strong negative impression on me, I don't want to meet you again. And in the beginning of this, I shouted out some lifelong friends. They left a great impression from the beginning. We were children. And now we're decades into this, at least 4, maybe more, into this. And they're still my friends. Yo, hey, I got a couple friends from the first grade as well. So that's, you know, we've been through trial and error and tribulation and everything. Animals don't rely on words. People do. They introduce themselves through posture, movement, scent, and distance. A calm introduction often prevents unnecessary conflict. And that's what I'm talking about, using a leash in your house when you're introducing new dogs or any dogs, even if they know each other. Don't just give them the run of things, because some dogs are rambunctious, some dogs aren't. Some dogs don't want to be bothered. And when you're introducing cats, that's kind of weird as well, because cats will get throwing them things, man. And cats like to fight. That's why it's called a cat fight. People remember how you began long before they remember what you said. Because when you just come in hot and you talking, that's kind of off-putting sometimes. When they meet you with a smile and you cool, calm, and collected, you know, calm, confident, and consistent, then it's a whole different preparation on that. It lasts a lot longer. It makes things a lot better for life. Introducing change. Most people do not fear change itself, they fear uncertainty. When change is introduced with patience, expectations, and purpose, resistance decreases. So when you want to introduce a change, you want to introduce with patience, explanation, and purpose, so you can reduce the resistance. That's what you want to do. Great leaders prepare people before expecting them to move forward. And we're going to talk about the war and what we need to do. We're going to talk about how we're going to move forward with this thing, how the business is going to take place. We're going to talk about this just like we come to this show and we talk about these things that'll make you better. When we talk about believing in yourself, that's what I want to leave you with. All these extra words, what I want to leave you with is confidence. The confidence to do better and raise your percentages of success. A family introducing a new routine, or a company introducing new products succeeds when employees understand the reason behind the change. Yeah, if you got understanding, that breeds success. If you don't understand what's going on, it's confusion going on. And confusion is often a negative trait. You want things to be locked in a little bit better. Professional trainers introduce new environments gradually, so animals gain confidence one experience at a time. You want the animal to gain that confidence, but not be thrown into what I call the fire. And that's what my customers did. They threw the dogs into the fire, and one of them got burned. Patience. I know you want a new dog in your house. You got to do it slow. You got to move methodical. You have to have a plan. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to set up the plan because I'm good at setting up plans. That's how it works, especially when you're dealing with people and animals. You got to set up the plan. Preparation creates confidence, and that's what you're looking for. You want to be confident about the situation at hand, not just all over the place and hoping things go well. You want to use these tools. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on me. I got that thing on me, y'all. I keep that thing on me, y'all. You know, you gotta have that thing on me. I'm silly. I know. So now let's move on to another part of the show where we say subscribe, follow, like, share, support. You see me come in with my introductions. I'm supporting Better Call Pops on Tubi. That's what support is about. We use our platforms for lots of things, but you got to share the love when it's, you know, that's what it is. So Better Call Pops is something that I was involved with because I was asked to be involved with it. Preach Entertainment is a great company that was able to put a movie together, get it put on a platform that a lot of people watch, and it's there waiting for you. Check it out. You'll have fun, believe me. Now, we want to support the show right here, support Controlled, because I come to you every day for this self-help thing about yourself, your animals, your family, your workplace, whatever you need. And if you need help with your dog, masterchristian.com. That's our presenting sponsor today. Go there, check it out. If you own a business where people and dogs come in, go there, and so you can get a safety standards. You can get standards right in your business if you got multiple business. So everybody's working on one standard. Not everybody's doing, what should I do? The dog just came in here and this, and this. No, you want to be already having that information and be prepared. So those introductions work. Let's go to the news. We got some news today. I think our news is a little bit about home today. We're not all off in the ocean and across the savannah today. We're going to talk about animal news. Animal Today's News, episode 79. Volunteer live, you get tongue-tied. Volunteer photographers help shelter pets find homes. At a San Antonio Animal Care Service, 2 volunteer photographers are helping homeless dogs and cats find permanent families by taking high-quality portraits for adoption listings. Shelter staff report that clear, engaging photos dramatically increase public interest and help animals spend less time waiting for adoption. The volunteers say every photograph is meant to capture the animal's personality and encourage potential adopters to look beyond breed or age. Shelter officials hope the program inspires more communities to use photography and storytelling to improve adoption rates. This is great because that's what they need. People need to see the animals that need to be adopted, and great photographs and different things that they can show the public will get them adopted. Good job, y'all. Keep up the good work. Missing pit bull rescue from railway tunnel. A 2-year-old pit bull named Rue survived nearly 2 days inside a San Francisco railway tunnel after escaping from home. Yeah, they escaped from home. Better call leash. Yeah. Transit police safely entered the tunnel, locating the frightened dog, and carried out a successful rescue. Thanks to the dog's registered microchip, officers quickly reunited Rue with the owner. Animal advocates say the rescue highlights the importance of permanent identification and keeping contact information updated. It's important. It's important. You want to chip your dog, but that chip that you put in your dog is not a GPS tracker. So don't think it is. A GPS tracker is a GPS tracker. So if you want to get them a collar with that on them, you can do as well. That chip has their information on. So if they're found, they can scan the chip, find out who you are and where they need to bring the dog. Simple as that. Great job, y'all. Flood response airlifts shelter animals. Following severe flooding in Texas, animal welfare organizations coordinated an emergency airlift transporting 88 dogs and cats to partner shelters in Utah. The effort created desperately needed space for animals displaced by the disaster while allowing evacuated pets to receive medical care and adoption opportunities. Rescue groups described the mission as an example of how shelters across different states work together during emergencies. Yeah, we got to work together. Unity is a must. So organizations working together to save the dogs after a tragic storm, yo, big up to y'all. Great job. Community pet food banks need donations. That's why I say support. Because if the pet banks need donations, then that's not going to reach everybody out here. I can reach a few people too with your support and help them with food, shelter for their animals, veterinarian bills, training for their dogs. Yeah, that's what we support for. Your support means a lot to all the dogs and cats out here. And any animal, any kind of animal you got, if you need some help and we can help you, I'm going to help you. I am Master Christian. Didn't you know? Community food banks assistance programs in Illinois has issued an urgent request for cat food donations after supplies were nearly exhausted. The organization provides food to families experiencing financial hardship so pets can remain in their homes instead of entering already crowded shelters. Yeah. Volunteers say even small donations help prevent unnecessary owner surrenders. And they're giving up their dogs. They don't have food for them. Vet records not up to date. They need kennels and toys and all kind of stuff. And that's what support is about. Helping someone with their animals, because this is a pet lovers community that we have here. You love yourself, but this started off for the animals. Now, we are the human breed of the animals, the human species of animal. And it's for us as well. It's human and animal behavior. But human behavior is what we need now to support the show, to support the shelters, to support these animals that we've captured and taken into our homes. That's what we need. Atlanta Humane Society rescues dogs. The Atlanta Humane Society recently completed an emergency rescue involving 18 dogs removed from unsafe condition. Veterinarian teams immediately began health evaluations, vaccinations, and rehabilitation. Once cleared by medical staff, the dogs will be placed for adoption. Humane Society officials remind prospective owners that adopting a rescued pet not only changes one animal's life, but also creates space for another animal in need. When you adopt, you clear up that space for the next animal to get the help they need. Great thing, y'all. We got great things going on today. And back to what we say, back to our scheduled thing: subscribe, follow, like, share, support. Y'all hear this? Y'all see it on my flyer? That makes it possible for us to do things that everybody needs. Support. $ Master C is the cash app. Yo, every little bit helps. And we can help lots of pets with your support. I already help people every day. I give out advice, I give out help, I give out food, I teach you what to do and how to keep up with your pets. So look out, masterchristian.com for all your dog training and animal behavior needs. You need help? masterchristian.com is where you can start looking for it. Think about a job interview. Now think about introductions. Today, you're introducing yourself. Your introduction begins long before you speak. Your attitude, appearance, consistency, and reputation tell your story before your first sentence. Every day, your actions are introducing your character to the world. Every day. So if you have poor, negative actions, they're introducing your character to the world. Easy. A business owner known for honesty earns trust before negotiations even begin. Yep. And I know some business owners that are stand-up people that I've been knowing for years, but when I first met them, they were stand-up people. And that is what set the tone for the relationship we've had for years. Now, when I go to some places, some business owners, trash. Their attitude is trash. And I don't come back to those places. You can't keep supporting places that treat you poorly. We do that sometimes. We got to stop that because we need a high level of treatment. And that's what life is about. High level of treatment. Positive interactions. Animals respond to calm confidence more than loud commands. Didn't I tell you stop hollering those commands at the dog? They can hear much better than you. All you're doing is increasing your energy to dominance and creating fear. And that's not how we control anything. That's how the world has taught us how to control stuff, with fear. Fear does not win. Fear is a cop-out. That ain't it. Love wins every time. Love is light. Fear is the darkness. Y'all didn't know? Yeah, Star Wars something. Dark side, light side. The story might be a little strange, but step into the light. The light chases away the dark. Look at shadows. They come from when you're blocking the light. Don't be a shadow creature. Be the light. Introducing others. When you introduce two people, you also introduce your own credibility. Did you know? Yo, this my person here, and this my person here. Y'all meet, whatever. That's my credibility on the line. Me introducing the things I introduced to you today, that's my credibility. I say they good. I say the movie is good. Try it out. Tubi. Better Call Pops. I say Diva and Diamonds, they on point. Check them out. You know? That is my introduction to you. I wouldn't introduce you to anything bad. I have time for that. Your behavior is the longest introduction. How you behave. I grew up with people that behaved badly. I knew they were going to behave badly because they showed me from the beginning. Your behavior lasts forever. When people see you, if that's the first thing people see, can't get rid of that. It's a stain that you can't wash off. Your behavior. Just is. A respectful introduction creates comfort and open doors for meaningful relationships. A mentor introducing a student to an employer can create the opportunity that lasts a lifetime. Introducing unfamiliar animals slowly allows trust to develop safely. Great introductions build bridges. And bridges, y'all know the metaphor about bridges, right? It's something we can cross and be safe. You want to build solid bridges in life out here. Broken bridges, you fall in the water. They're not safe. Solid bridges, friendships, relationships, lifelong friendships. That's what we're here to build. Introducing your future. Every habit, decision, and daily discipline introduces the person you are becoming. Every habit, decision, daily discipline introduces the person that you are becoming. Yeah. Your future is watching the choices you make today. If you want a different tomorrow, introduce better habits today. It's real simple, but what people say, that's easier said than done. And you're absolutely correct. Because just saying something is not doing something. And we need to be doing. Effort, movement, action. Calm, confident, consistent. Do these things and you're going to have success. Reading, learning, exercising, and keeping your word may seem small today, but together they shape tomorrow. Together these things shape your tomorrow. It's not just one thing that's going to shape your tomorrow. It's a lot of decisions involved, a lot of small decisions that make a great life. We want to wish you a great life. Like I said, believe in yourself. You can do it. All you got to do is move forward and make it happen. It's all up to you now, baby. Animals survive because they repeatedly practice behaviors that prepare them for the future. The future begins with today's introductions. And I'm introducing myself. I am Master Christian. That's my handle. I am Master Christian. This is Controlled, episode 79. How you like those introductions for you? The topic of today is introduction. Introductions, by the way, not just one. Introductions create expectations. Better introductions produce better outcomes. Every day you are introducing your future through your choices. Every day. You want a high percentage of success? Start today. That's how you introduce your future. Start today. And tomorrow, it'll fall in line. This week, intentionally improve every introduction you make. Introduce yourself with integrity. Introduce change with patience. Introduce others with respect. Stay calm. Stay confident. Stay consistent. And most important, stay controlled. Yo, I'm thankful for the people that come to the show every day. I wish you health, happiness, wealth. Yo, just a great life. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Love yourself. Love others. Make sure you unite, work together, do positive things together, because together we're stronger. And if you need some help, yo, masterchristian.com. That's where we at. Subscribe, follow, like, share, support. $ Master CT. That's the Cash App. And we can make a difference together. I'm going to make a difference already. Support the film Better Call Pops on Tubi. And support Divas and Diamonds. Yo, this has been the show. I thank you for coming. Yo, nothing but love. I lost my co-host, Susie Spaniel. She was here. But y'all have a great day. Introduce yourself with confidence, calmly, and be consistent. Peace. We out.